Welcome back po sa Men of Light, Never Give Up. Ito po ang ating title ng ating episode na nagre-reflect po tayo from Luke chapter 17, 5 to 10. Ang unang punto po natin kanina ay ang punto de vista ng mga apostoles at hanggang ngayon, the obsession for increase in many, many different ways. Parang sinasabi ni Jesus, increasing is not always the source of fulfillment.
Do you remember the two disciples who wanted to increase their
Position.
Si
Yes.
James and John wanted to be seated at the right and
Sometimes
the
yung
left.
pinaka hindi masayang tao, yung always desiring for increase.
Yeah. Or when they were arguing who was the greatest among them.
Yes. Actually, yung turo ng mundo ngayon.
Or increase.
By the way, Among Deo, para lalong umingkris ang feedback natin how about ibigay natin sa kanila yung ating contact numbers?
Yes,
Oh, yes.
sure. Sige, Kuya Willie, please. Thank
Ito
you
po,
for reminding us.
0921-251-5272. Text na po kayo.
Okay, and Bishop.
And of course, pwede nyo po kaming ma-access sa Facebook, sa internet. That's the easiest way to get your Men of Light. Ano po?
Amen. At ang second point po natin ay pag tayo'y nanliliit.
Yeah.
Siguro yung disciple na nagsabing, Lord, increase our faith, is from the perspective of feeling that it's not sufficient. It's not enough. It's inadequate. Nanliliit. Parang nagkukulang tayo. Ganyan din po ang pag-iisip ng maraming taong hindi masaya ngayon.
Yeah.
Ganyan din po ang mga taong they feel like they are victims of their situation.
Yeah.
Yung tawag po dyan na yung victim language. Kulang po, kawawa kami, hindi sapat. No?
Yeah.
Minsan may lecture po si Bishop nung nasa social action pa ako. Ito mga 7 years ago.
Kaya yung Kaya Agape.
yung lecture niya na wag mong tawaging
Wala ang meron.
ang konti. Kahit konti lang yan, meron yan.
Meron yan. Yes.
Ganyan po kasi pag-isip ng mga isip dukha na sinasabi mo.
Pagkukunti na lang, akala'y walang halaga na.
Ba may expression tayong, alam nyo naman po, walang-wala kami.
Yeah. Diba, ganun ang sinabi talaga ng mga disciples, yung apostles.
Apa.
Sabi nila, we have nothing but 5 loaves and 2 fish. What is that for so many?
Yes.
Ganun. Tapos,
Increase.
sagot ni Jesus, give them over to me. Anong what is that?
You
That is
divide.
something.
Baka sinasabi ni Jesus doon sa multiplication of the loaves yung prayer ng disciples technocrat yung increase. And then yung kay Jesus you just divide. You just divide and it will be more.
And you remember yung repentant thief na nanliliit din beside Jesus?
Yes.
Sabi niya, Jesus, just remember me when you are already in
Paradise.
Kasi parang sinasabi niya, alam ko, sasama ko, dahil masama akong tao, I don't deserve paradise.
Yes.
So, it will be enough for me that you remember me pag masaya ka na
Marami
sa
pong
paradise.
taong ganyan sa encounter ni Jesus, kahit si Zacchaeus,
Yeah.
who was literally a small man. No?
Yeah.
Parang ganun.
Yeah.
Small in its stature. Maliit, pwede po, dahil siguro maliit lang physically. Also, sa pagtingin ng lipunan sa kanya bilang...
But for a
dahil
while, he
parang
was
public
trying
figure.
to increase himself also.
By climbing a tree.
Yung climbing a tree is symbolic already of what he's been doing with his life. Kaya as a tax collector, kurakot siya.
Para
di ba?
tumaas ang kanyang
Para
kalagayan.
tumaas ang status niya. Di ba? Climbing a tree. What did Jesus teach him? To come down from the sycamore tree.
Ang ano din nakikita ko dito, na itinuturo sa atin ng mundo ngayon o ng kamunduhan, yung quick fix.
So, ano?
Ngayon, pag merong kailangan, pag may diferensya, we're all after yung quick fix kahit na sa iniinom, di ba, madalas natin sinasabi, we like instant. Instant mommy, instant coffee, instant everything. Ang hindi na lang instant ngayon, yung baby
Meron na yan. Yung mga...
yung mga in vitro fertilization. Tama, may quick fix, but Jesus is not after quick fix. Ang sa kanya tingnan mo kung ano ang meron ka. Kahit kakarampot lang yan.
Yeah.
Ang mahalaga, binibigyan mo ng tamang pagpapahalaga.
Amen.
Yun yung sinasabi ni Bishop doon sa kanyang huwag mong tawaging wala ang kaunti.
Ang konti, oo.
Because from that little, many can spring forth.
Yeah.
Yun ang
At kung kailan mo siya tinatawag na wala, ang meron, kumukonti. Wala, nawawala.
yung tawag doon yung parang yung subtraction language, yung pakonti ng pakonti, yung parang you subtract to it, yung parang ang tingin mo maliit, paliit ng paliit, hanggang mawawala talaga yan. Di ba?
Yeah.
Yung sa sa ating pagtingin sa nanliliit, we can give more examples. Even you remember the first encounter of Jesus and Peter sa Luke chapter 4 ba yun? Yung the call of the first disciples. Sabi niya, get away from me. Lord, I am a sinful man. Maliit na tao lang po ako, makasalanan. I am not worthy of your greatness. And that very instance where Peter humbled himself. No?
Yeah.
Karang si Mary also, I am a humble servant of the Lord. Handmaid servant of the Lord. And, marami pa po na example na mabibigay na. Even Paul. Even Paul himself.
In 2 Corinthians chapter 12, nung sabihin niya na yung 3 times I begged the Lord to remove my weakness. But the assurance that he got from God was, my grace is enough for you.
Amen.
For in weakness, power reaches perfection. Well, you will not be adequate by yourself.
Marami pong nakaharap ang Diyos na they also feel small before Him. And I think that is also the key to conversion.
Yeah.
When we
I
begin
was
to
about
feel
to say
we are humbled.
Yes. Kay Jesus is kapag yumuyuko ka at nagpapakababa, ang ginagawa naman niya ngayon, itinataas ka niya.
Lalo.
At hindi po ba sinasabi sa pagbasa, kapag ikaw ay mataas ang iyong paningin sa sarili,
Tinataas mo ang sariling bangko.
tinataas mo ang sarili mong bangko, ikaw ay maaaring bumagsak.
Yeah.
Hindi ka ibabagsak ng Diyos, ngunit ikaw na mismo ang magbabagsak dahil sa sarili mong
As a
pabigat.
matter of consequence.
Yes. Yun ang kagandahan kay Jesus, the more that we humble ourselves, the more na nag-i-increase yung kanyang presence, yung
That's
kanyang
right.
pagmamahal, yung kanyang biyaya.
Di ba? Ganyan din yung story ng centurion.
Yeah,
di ba?
centurion.
Sabi niya, I am not even worthy to
Lord,
let you enter under my roof.
I'm not
Sabi
worthy
niya,
to receive you.
You just say the word and my servant shall be healed. And then sabi niya, wow, never seen such a faith.
The same as with the woman who was parang petitioning Jesus to heal her.
Yung
son.
Syrophoenician woman.
Sabi niya,
my
sabi
daughter.
ni Jesus, I am not for you, I am for the children of Israel. Parang ganun. And,
It is not right to throw the
sakit
food to
nung
the
sinabi
dogs.
niya, parang sinabi, hindi para sa maaso ito. Hindi dapat itapon. Tapos
Pero
sabi niya,
ang sabi niya,
Medyo
nung
matindi yung pagsubok na
masakit,
ginawa ni Jesus doon.
tinawag siyang aso.
tapos
Nagpakumbabay-babay.
Hindi nagalit.
Hindi siya nakipag-away.
Hindi nagalit, hindi na-prick yung ego, hindi naging proud, and yet sabi, Lord, even the
dogs eat the scraps
the
that fall from the master.
Yun ay grabe, pagpakababa talaga, pagpapakababa.
And that is actually the image of a faith like a mustard seed.
Yeah.
Parang kung maganda ring title si dito, yung The Humble Faith.
Yeah.
Humble Faith. Ang pananampalataya ng mga tao nanliliit. No?
Yeah.
Kaya po, pag nararanasan nyo yung parang nakakapanlit na karanasan, yung para bang kumisa, napapahiya tayo, hindi tayo nagtatagumpay sa harap ng mga tao, we don't meet the expectation of
Kala mo, hopeless
people.
ka na.
We
Wala ka
feel
ng
hopeless,
kwenta.
we want to give up already. And then we want to increase. Dagdagan siguro sweldo ko, dagdagan yung ipon ko, lalaki yung bahay ko. But actually, Jesus is saying, you have what it takes. You already have what it takes. Do not talk about increasing, dagdagan para lang maging masaya at magkatagumpay tayo. Parang sinasabi ni Jesus dito, you already have it.
Yeah.
You already have it. Even as small as a mustard seed, you have what it takes to find your own fulfillment. Never give up. Yun lang yung punto niya. Never give up. Never give up on yourself.
Yeah.
Never give up on others. Kahit ba yung mismong pananampalataya mo sa Diyos. Kasi marami pong mga tao, sumusuko sila, hindi naman dahil wala. Dahil feeling nila, konti lang.
Konti lang, oo. Yeah.
And in a very competitive world, syempre, we will not always feel we have enough. Lalo na po, ngayon, napakatindi ng competition.
Yeah.
Competition.
Yeah.
Kahit sa isang competition, isa lang po yung panalo. Paano po yung iba? Meron nga po sinasabi kaninang break na meron daw pong nag-aral sa psychologist na nag-aral in terms of happiness. No? Sabi nila, ang happiness daw ng mga 3 medalist sa Olympics or sa anumang paligsahan, yung gold, silver, bronze. Madalas po daw, yung bronze medalist, mas masaya siya sa silver medalist. Kasi daw yung silver medalist, pag binibigay na sa kanya yung silver, at nakayuko na siya at binibigay na sa kanya yung silver, yung inisip niya, konting-konti na lang, ako na yung champion. Konting-konti na lang.
A few more seconds, ako dapat ang nag-champion.
Split of a second, ako na yung gold medal.
Pero yung bronze,
Habang tinatanggap niya yung bronze medal,
nakasabit ako.
konti, salamat Lord, nakasabit ako. Nakamedal pa ako, salamat Lord. Parang kung titignan mo, the value in the eyes of the world, parang mas mataas po yung silver. Dahil po yung desire ng increase. At the end of the day, are you happy? Are you happy with what you have?
Naging burden tuloy yung niya.
Parang baka yung gold medalist, ganyan din yung yung pasasalamat niya, yung salamat, yung parang nasabit din ako sa ganito. Yung when we begin to thank the Lord for whatever we have, either gold or silver or bronze, or even just the fact that you were part of that competition is already a wonderful grace we have to thank. Magbabalik po ang Men of Light at continue discussing the message, the strong message, and the consistent message of Jesus. Never give up. Babalik po ang Men of Light.